Chazak Baruch. Good morning. Chazak Baruch for Chazanim this morning. Chazak. Erev Yom Kippur, there's going to be one mincha at 2 o'clock. The reason why we do mincha at 2 o'clock is in order that we do it before the final meal. So 2 o'clock is mincha. Now that mincha has an extra addition. There's no tachanun, there's no confession after the repetition of Amidah. However, in the end of our personal and silent Amidah is when we do the tachanun. So it's a longer silent Amidah, and then the rest is the same. The next following mincha is Seudat Mafseket. Seudat Mafseket is the last meal before the fast. Now it's important to note, firstly, that meal should be a bread meal. Properly done is bread, netilat yadayim, motzi, with birkat hamazon. Now, the menu for that meal should not be something overly heavy. Now, it shouldn't be something that tires a person out, and it also shouldn't be something which brings chas v'shalom to zera levatala, waste of seed, which chas v'shalom, no one would want to go sleep at Yom Kippur, at the night of Yom Kippur, and wake up with such an occurrence. So therefore, let's say large amounts of meat or warm dairy are not advised. What's brought down to have for the meal is actually chicken, because chicken is something which is not super heavy and does not bring that heaviness onto a person. Fish, chicken, anything of the sort. Some say that batzal, that also can bring along. Anyways, that's when it comes to the Seudat Mafseket. Now the Seudat Mafseket is, batzal is onions. The Seudat Mafseket does not mean that you cannot eat or drink anything afterwards. If you didn't think to eat or drink, if you thought that was when the fast is going to start, so then you're not allowed. But if you had in mind that you're going to eat or drink anything later, you are definitely allowed to eat and drink after. Ideally, a person should say so, or at least think about that. Everyone tries to get their last bottle of water right before Neilah. So have in mind that your fast is not starting with the end of your Seudat HaMafseket. For Hadakat Nerot, this year Hadakat Nerot is very interesting.
When started the home? At what time?
At what time what? The Seudat HaMafseket.
No, the Tzom.
Oh, the Tzom?
Beginning of the
Tzom. By El Noda Alila, when we start the prayers.
Until what time you can drink water?
Shkia is going to be at, what time is it? 7:10.
6:55 is what you have.
So 6:55 is when we're starting the tefillot. From then on, we're not allowed to eat anymore. Yeah, even though this fast probably starts only around 7:08, 7:10, whatever the time is. But from when we come,
6:51 to 7:43.
is what?
Starts at 6:51 p.m.
Oh, okay. So I guess then 6:51. We'll look at the time. Anyways, going back to what we were saying, Seudat HaMafseket should be done again after mincha, before we come. By the Hadakat Nerot this year is very interesting because it's also Yom Kippur as well as Shabbat. That's one difference. So that means the bracha that's going to be made is Asher Kiddushanu Tzibanu Ladlik Ner Shel Shabbat Ve Yom HaKippurim. Okay, that's the first thing that we have to know. And just like a regular Shabbat, the lighting should be done, and then the bracha should be made. That is our tradition. Now, when it comes to the bracha of Shechianu, gentlemen, we'll get there. Don't worry. But for the bracha of Shechianu, there is a custom for women to do the bracha of Shechianu by all holiday lightings of the candles. However, we always say it's better that they don't, and they rely on the kiddush Shechianu that their husband will make. However, since on Yom Kippur there's no kiddush, if a woman, listen to this, if a woman's not going to be at the beginning of the prayers for this week, Friday night, where the Hazan is going to make the bracha Shechianu, then she should make her own. But if she's going to be at the synagogue Friday night and hear the bracha Shechianu, then she should not make her Shechianu at home. Two last halachot. It's very important to try to make as much as possible shalom and peace between friends and family members. Obviously, going and asking forgiveness if your parents are alive, to your parents, to your siblings, to your spouse, to your spouse, to your spouse. And it's very important. Okay. Also to one's students, to one rabbi. It's also the proper time of the year to go and to appease one another. It's also very important for parents to bless their children. Erev Yom Kippur, before you go to the Bet Knesset, or if you see them at the Bet Knesset, to bless your children. Obviously, forgive them and wish them a great year. Bezat Hashem. Tonight,